Si Senador Antonio Trillanes, na isa sa mga nagsusulong na isalang muli sa pagdinig si Las Cañas, itinangging nagkainitan sila ng mga kasamahan sa pagtalakay sa issue.
Hindi talaga ako magsasalita. Pero I feel good.
Sir, may mga
Namumula lang yan, pero kanina yan. Ngayon okay na yan.
Aminado naman si Senador Manny Pacquiao na may ilang kasamahan siya na uminit ang ulo, kaya ipinagpaliban muna ang caucus.
Isa mahirap magdesisyon na wala ka, emosyonal ka.
Pero si Senador Frank Drilon, sinabing naayos din daw ang gusot. Bahala na raw si Senador Panfilo Lacson, na chairman ng Committee on Public Order and Illegal Drugs, kung kailan gagawin ang pagdinig.
cool lang, pero cool din. What I'm saying is that the referral yesterday, as we talk now, stands. Oh, that's up to the chairman, but it has been referred to the Committee on Public Order and Illegal Drugs.
Hati ang mga senador kung papayagan pa ba nilang muling magsalita sa Senado si retired SPO3 Arturo Las Cañas. Si Senador Richard Gordon na chairman ng Justice Committee na nag-imbestiga sa umunoy Davao Death Squad, ayaw nang dinggin sa Senado ang pahayag ni Las Cañas.
Laki ng implication nito, napakalalim, na yung presidente natin ay may posibilidad na hindi lang plunderer, base din sa mga accounts, kung hindi mass murderer pa.
I couldn't care less if he pointed the president, but he should have done that at the first hearing. That was his chance. When he failed to do that, he lied. Kung nagsinalo ka sa Senado, hindi ka na kita papakinggan.
Suportado siya ng mga kaalyado ni Pangulong Duterte na sina Senador Alan Peter Cayetano at Manny Pacquiao.
He is our chair. So why not allow him to make the decision?
Ang problema kasi dito, Mr. President, na magiging basis na yan na ang witness, kung ako witness, pwede na ako magsinungaling dahil pwede naman palang magbago ng statement
Pero inilaban ng ilang senador na dapat pakinggan pa rin ng Senado si Las Cañas upang masuri ang kanyang testimonya at malaman kung ano ang totoo.
It's always the Senate that is the last bastion for the public to be able to hear all of the testimonies without limit.
I think we should not stop at condemning this individual because he lied. I think we should proceed and find out the truth.
Sabi ni Las Cañas itong Lunes, binayaran sila ni nooy Mayor Duterte ng 20,000 hanggang 100,000 pesos kada target. Bukod sa mga hinihinalang kriminal, kabilang daw sa mga pinapatay sa kanila ni Duterte, ang buntis na asawa at batang anak ng isang pinagsususpetsahang utak ng kidnapping. Sa caucus o pulong ng mga senador kahapon, mas maraming senador ang bumotong dinigin ng Senado ang bagong pahayag ni Las Cañas. Kaya nagpasya na ang mga senador sa plenaryo na ipahawak sa Public Order Committee ni Senador Ping Lacson ang Las Cañas issue.
It is a mandate, having been referred to the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, which I chair. It's not I'm willing, but it is a mandate and it's my obligation to hear it.
Gayunman, pag-aaralan pa din ng Rules Committee ang mga pananaw ni Gordon kaugnay sa muling pagsagawa ng pagdinig.
Naniniwalang Malacanang na bahagi ng destabilisasyon ng muling pagbuhay sa usapin ng Davao Death Squad o DDS para ibagsak si Pangulong Duterte. Itong inihayag ni Presidential Communications Secretary Martin Andanar sa press conference sa Senado ng Free Legal Assistance Group of FLAG kung saan lumutang ang sinasabing group leader ng DDS na si SPO3 Arturo Las Cañas. Ayon kay Andanar, batid ng publiko na ang lahat ng negatibong ibinabato kay Pangulong Duterte ay bahagi ng political drama upang masirang reformang ipinatutupad ng administrasyon. Inihayag ni Andanar, nilinis na si Pangulong Duterte ng Commission on Human Rights, Office of the Ombudsman at Senate Committee on Justice sa isyu ng DDS. Niliwanag ni Andanar na hindi patitinag ang administrasyon upang isulong ang mga pagbabago. Samantala, sinabi ni Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo na walang direktang pakikipag-usap si Las Cañas kay Pangulong Duterte.
If you will notice, he's saying that 3 million was given to him by Asani Buenaventura, which means he has no direct links with the president, which means he has not talked with the president, which means he has not received anything from the president. So it's hearsay. And even assuming that to be true, it's still the same conclusion. He has no direct communication with the president. In other words, false.
Niliwanag ni Panelo na ang mga pahayag ni Las Cañas ay pawang hearsay dahil dumadaan pa ito kay Sunny Buenaventura na isa rin umanong kasapi ng DDS. Iginit ni Panelo na mananagot sa kasong perjury si Las Cañas dahil binago nito ang kanyang testimonya sa pagdinig ng Senado na kumokontra kay DDS whistleblower Edgar Mato Bato.
Was Senator Pacquiao raising his hand earlier? Pacquiao?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm about to say something, Mr. President, that the dignity of the Senate is very important, Mr. President. Kasi kung pagbibigyan natin yan, Mr. President, it's gonna be the basis, no, the basis na magiging argument dito sa Senado sa mga darating pang mga investigation, that a witness can lie and change his testimony. And we don't want that, Mr. President. Hindi natin papayagan yan dahil magiging basis yan. And we know, and I know that the lawyers are here. There's so many lawyers here in our colleagues. They know that it's gonna be the basis in the further discussion or cases in the situation like that, Mr. President, na bibigyan natin ng ganyang pagkakataon. Hindi na hanggang to the next generation, Mr. President, ganyan na maging basis. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Lacson, is recognized.
First, I'd like to thank the distinguished lady from Pangasinan and Iloilo for her manifestation. But however, lest it be misunderstood that I'm shirking from the responsibility of hearing the privileged speech or this issue, that is far from the truth, Mr. President. It is a mandate, no? Having been referred to the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, which I chair. It's not I'm willing, no, but it is a mandate, and it's my obligation to hear it. But I will yield to the wisdom of the body, and I do not object to the manifestation of Senator Poe if a special committee will be created for the purpose. I would just like to clarify that, and I would just like to preserve the sensibility of the issue, and I'm sensitive to, of course, I want to be courteous and respectful to Senator Gordon, being the chairman of the Justice Committee, which originally heard this issue. And I agree with Senator Cayetano that this is the same issue, DDS. But since it was referred to the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, I feel that it is my obligation, having been given the mandate, to act on referrals to that particular committee. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Pangilinan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I just wanted to manifest that in the face of lying by witnesses, the Senate is not powerless. In fact, we have exercised our powers as a Senate to punish in the past witnesses who have lied, who have shown contemptible behavior. When I was chairman of the Senate Agriculture Committee in 2012, Mr. President, a witness refused to answer the simple question on the issue of rice smuggling, who his financier was. And because he refused to answer the basic question of who his financier was, we held him in contempt, Mr. President, and he was here. He was detained here for almost 2 months. So we are not powerless, Mr. President. In the case of Mr. Las Cañas, if it is the pleasure of the body that he is punished, then we can do so to send a strong signal that the Senate will not allow itself to be lied to. For the record, Mr. President.
What's the pleasure of Senator Pacquiao?
Mr. President, for the record, Mr. President, for this manifestation, yes, we have the power to contempt any witnesses, Mr. President, if telling the lie. But, Mr. President, we are talking about the dignity of the Senate. The dignity of the Senate, Mr. President, because that's the most important thing. ang problema kasi dito, Mr. President, na magiging basis na yan na ang witness, kung ako witness, pwede na ako magsinungaling dahil pwede naman palang magbago ng statement kailangan ipakita natin yung na tayo dito sa Senado, wag nating paglaruan yung posisyon natin as a senator. Ipakita natin yung tinatawag natin dignity ng Senado, especially yung mga task na yung mga designated committees ng bawat isa. Dapat ipakita natin at respetuhin din natin yung committee report ng chairman ng committee. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? Okay. Senator Gordon.
Again, it's as if the issue is punishment or sanctions. Senator Pacquiao is correct. We cannot allow our Senate to be the cockpit of lies, the cockpit of, barefaced disrespect. I have also arrested people who lied in the committee, Mr. President. I already arrested people who refused to be subpoenaed, and we picked them up. So it's not just a question of just telling them that, hey, you'll be punished. We really have to make sure that the message is clear. You do not lie anywhere. Thou shalt not lie anywhere, especially in the Senate of the Republic of the Philippines. Give it the respect that it is due.
Mr. President, I agree.
Senator Pangilinan.
I agree, Mr. President, that we should not lie, and that's precisely why we want to know the truth. Mr. President, if we stop at condemning because the person lied, I think we should not stop at condemning this individual because he lied. I think we should proceed and find out the truth. And that is precisely the role of the Senate as a check and balance for other branches of this government. We're interested in the truth, Mr. President, for the record, Mr. President.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
I was asking Senator Gordon, ano legislation? Thou shall not lie? I'm kidding, Mr. President.
There's already a perjury, Your Honor. We can amend that and even make it even stronger.
I was joking, Mr. President.
I know. I
was
always take you
even
seriously
tempted.
even if you're joking.
I'm even